Here's the situation. We're going to hold both Clintons in criminal contempt of Congress.
Let's get straight to it.
I can hear my mama now. Go on, baby, pop your shit.
I can hear my mama now. Go on, baby, pop your shit. I can hear my brother right now. Fuck them niggas, talk that shit. Old gossiping ass niggas, what y'all out here gossiping about today? Since y'all love pocket watching, nigga, I did a 200 ball today.
Yes, Lord. Welcome to Behind the Headlines on Geek News Network. I'm your host, Fetty Lotto, here to put a stain on your brain and bring you some news you can use. And tonight, political news, we got the Clintons, man. The Clintons is ducking a Congress subpoena. Congress has been trying to subpoena the Clintons for 5 months now. They say, to speak on the Epstein files and the Epstein case and what they may or may not know about, whatever Epstein had going on. And I guess they've been coming up with every excuse, man, under the sun, man, not to show up to this Congress and speak on the Epstein files. And what y'all think, man? Y'all think they got something to hide? I believe they got something to hide. You know what I'm saying? It's the Clintons, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that if y'all ever seen the show Scandal, the president and his wife, I think that those characters were patterned after Bill and Hillary Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Where Bill got a thing for black women for real. You know what I'm saying? And he got that little secret son out there in Arkansas, allegedly. It's a guy all over the internet claiming to be Bill Clinton's son. And allegedly, he grew up saying that, hearing that Bill Clinton was his father. That's what his mother told him, his family or whatever. And he looks just like Bill Clinton too. So, it may be some truth to that. But I think Bill and Hillary are the real life president and first lady in a show Scandal. But we're gonna get into this content, man, and see why y'all think, or why they think, excuse me, and y'all, you know what I'm saying, we all, because it's a collective thing over here. Why are they ducking Congress, man? And Congress is going so far as trying to bring them up on criminal charges now, contempt of Congress. But let's see what's going on, man. Let's get into this content.
And if that person doesn't comply, they could be in some legal trouble. All right, so let me play this video real quick.
Well, here we are again. I don't think it's any secret. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton joined her husband in defying a bipartisan lawful congressional subpoena to show up today. I think what's most disappointing to the Oversight Committee is the fact that we have, in good faith, negotiated with the Clintons' attorneys for 5 months. Throughout the past 5 months, they've implied to us they were trying to make a date work. In fact, the last date we had, they notified us 3 days beforehand, said that they would love to come, but they have a funeral to attend. And we have bent over backwards to try to schedule the Clinton. No, I'm still talking. I'm still talking. Go ahead. Hey, get him out of here. You're not even a reporter. Get out of here. So here's the situation. We're going to hold both Clintons in criminal contempt of Congress. We believe that
both of them,
because this subpoena was issued in a bipartisan fashion, the Democrats acted the day that the subpoenas were voted on in the subcommittee like they wanted the Clintons to come, because they at that time, if you go back, they were wanting me to subpoena the estate, which I did. We subpoenaed the estate and got all the documents, everything. That was what the victims asked. That's what the Democrats asked. I think that's what the American people wanted. We subpoenaed the estate, got 100% of the documents. I have subpoenaed the Department of Justice and Pam Bondi for the documents, which they are producing. Now, we don't like the speed. We all wish the documents would come in quicker, but we've gotten tens of thousands of pages of documents from the Department of Justice. And remember, they made a big document drop. And the Democrats cried foul because they said they didn't.
Now, here's the thing. If the Department of Justice approves this, they will probably take into consideration some criminal charges. So that's very important.
That's right. They wanted more redactions. So they're double and triple checking this. And the Department
of Justice, that's important. Let me go back. So they wanted more redactions.
We all wish the documents would come in quicker, but we've gotten tens of thousands of pages of documents from the Department of Justice. And remember, they made a big document drop and the Democrats cried foul because they said they didn't,
Demanded redaction.
right, they wanted more redaction. So they're double and triple check.
So they wanted more redactions. They wanted more redactions before, I guess this these files are released in full, which I feel is crazy because why are you trying to redact everything? What's the sense on releasing these files if you're going to have so many things redacted where people can't even read what's going on? Because, you know, when you redact something, everything is blacked out. Like in spaces where names or what certain details of things should be, they black it out, and that's what they call redacting it. So why do you want everything redacted? You know what I'm saying? But you know the game that these people play, you know, they hold leverage over each other. So it's probably so many names and situations and things that was broke down in these Epstein files that, you know, that's why they ain't came out. And I doubt that I doubt that they do come out in full because you got to understand, man, when they playing the leverage game, they all got things on each other. You know what I'm saying? They all got things on each other, and it'll be a domino effect if one thing, you know, the wrong thing and the wrong name get released. You know, that shit probably could take down the government. They'd probably have to take their mask off and really reveal to the American public who they are, or reveal to the world who they are, because they all got skeletons in their closet, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? So we're not even going to get into good and bad, what side is good and what side is bad. It's just whatever agenda align with you, that's what side that you on. But they all the same people.
Checking this, and the Department of Justice is compliant
Jeffrey Epstein files,
with
by the way.
our lawful subpoena. The estate complied with our lawful subpoena. Bill Barr, Alex Acosta came in and were deposed because of our lawful subpoena. This same lawful subpoena was issued to the Clintons, and they defied it. And you know, Bill Clinton's trying to play the victim card here. Only Bill Clinton could try to triangulate something that's happened, a terrible atrocity to these survivors that have had to endure who knows what from Epstein and Maxwell. So
And their associates.
So we're trying to get answers from the American people. We're serious about it. Once again, not a single Democrat showed up. You know how many depositions we've done? There's always a Democrat here. The former President of the United States, former Secretary of State, neither one of them, not a single Democrat here. So I think the questions that should be asked to the Democrats on the committee are do you still support hearing from the Clintons? Because, you know, some have asked what's Hillary got to do with anything? Well, Jeffrey Epstein claimed, and I don't know if this is true or not, because I think a lot of what Jeffrey Epstein said was just not true. But he has said that he helped set up the Clinton Foundation. There are records that.
Man, I think that's just rhetoric too. That's smoke and mirrors, because if you believe that a lot of things that Jeffrey Epstein said is not true, then you can't even believe some of the things that he said. So that's a contradiction right there, because in the court of law, you know, they got to believe you wholeheartedly. Because if it's a reasonable doubt, then guess what? You beat that. Dig what I'm saying? So what do you mean you believe that a lot of things Jeffrey Epstein's saying is not true? Y'all either going on his word or not.
It would imply that Epstein helped raise money for the Clinton Foundation. And the last thing,
Not
we
surprising.
are going to depose Maxwell. As you know, I've subpoenaed Maxwell. We have, and her lawyers asked us to wait till the Supreme Court or the court ruled on her appeal. Then the lawyer said she was going to plead the fifth. We are going to depose Maxwell. We felt like Hillary Clinton could offer some information on Maxwell because Hillary, remember, Maxwell attended Chelsea Clinton's wedding. So
that goes to show you right there. If Maxwell attended Chelsea Clinton's wedding, that they have some type of close connection. You just don't invite anybody to your daughter's wedding. You know what I'm saying? She might have been calling her auntie or something, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if Epstein and Maxwell were probably in, well, not Maxwell, but Epstein probably was in the same fraternity as the rest of these guys, like Skull and Bones and Scroll and Key. You know what I'm saying? He rubbed shoulders with a lot of powerful people, a lot of lawmakers, a lot of people that went on to became president of the United States. So, you know, the only guys who really are in these type of clubs, they like fraternity brothers. Dig what I'm saying? These little societies that they got, Skull and Bones, Scroll and Key, things of that nature. You know how it go. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if Epstein was a part of that. Because how did he get next to these people anyway? And nobody even knows how Epstein became a billionaire.
You know, obviously
Cartoon Network called. They want you to take your job back, okay?
I'm trying to answer questions. We've got a paid disruptor here. So this is, I feel like the Clintons have initiated the war room. The press yesterday was pretty fair, I think, about Bill Clinton not coming. Because again, this was a bipartisan congressional subpoena. The Democrats voted for this too. So go ahead. Any questions? Yes. Yes. When will this hit the House floor? We're going to vote on it in committee Wednesday. So we're giving plenty of notice. We're having a regularly scheduled markup for the House Oversight Committee. We will mark up criminal contempt of Congress charges for both Clintons for defying a legal subpoena. Once it passes the committee, then it will go to the full House floor for a vote. They have to notice it 3 days.
So the committee that he's referring to is the Republican-led House Oversight Committee. Republican-led. Okay? So they already announced plans to hold former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton in contempt of Congress. So they already announced this, and this is all over the Jeffrey Epstein case. So,
Yes. We've gotten hundreds of thousands of pages of the Epstein files released, and we're still focused on getting the Epstein files released, and they're releasing the documents.
We can walk and chew gum at the same time. We can work on getting the documents, and we can also work on deposing witnesses that have firsthand knowledge of the events circling and surrounding Epstein.
Why aren't you asking the Democrats?
So what do y'all think will come of them getting charged? They get charged. Y'all think they'll go to jail? You think they'll get arrested? You think they'll get probation? What do y'all think? Y'all think nothing will happen? I don't think anything will happen, to be honest with you. Because it's like, come on, man. The law is made by lawless people, and these are the lawless people who make the law. Don't forget the 101 crack law that was written, drew up by Joe Biden, but was passed and came into play by the Clintons. You know what I'm saying? And that caused mass incarceration to our people. You know what I'm saying? To I guess, the poor people of the country. I'm not even just going to say the black people of the country, because all black people are not poor. And, you know, you got some poor white people that fall under the same laws that we fall under. I've been behind the wall with them. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the situation that, you know, behind enemy lines, as we like to call it, with white people, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of time and shit like that, but they are not the privileged white people. They are the people that, I guess fall under the have-nots, fall under the undesirables, fall under the people that could be sacrificed for the bigger picture. So, just look at Hunter Biden. When Hunter Biden got caught with I guess on tape, smoking crack or whatever the case may be, you know, and he got pardoned by, I guess, his dad or whoever, man. But I wanted Hunter Biden to go to jail so bad, man, because I went to jail from a law that his father wrote. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, shit, that's how karma is, man. Karma spin back on your kids or whoever the case may be. But he ain't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? He got pardoned. Now you got the Clintons. I would love for the Clintons to go to jail. I mean, I don't hate the Clintons or nothing like that, but I just feel like what they did, as far as with the mass incarceration thing, I think that they need to go in there. They need to be in there to feel exactly it is what they did in a lot of things. You know, feel what they put people through, feel what they put people's family through. So what do y'all think gonna happen? I don't think anything is gonna happen, but I would love to see uh, them punished because these are lawless people and these are people who create the laws. You know what I mean? That was my point when I brought up the Biden thing, the Hunter Biden thing and all that, because his father is the one that wrote the 100-to-1 crack law that I fell under. I did 10 years in federal prison and I fell under the 100-to-1 guidelines. To me, every 1 gram of crack cocaine was equivalent to 100 grams of just straight cocaine because of the people who were selling crack at the time. You know, that was a direct attack on the people who were selling crack at the time, and the people who were selling crack at the time that fell under that law were not the people that were getting it into the country, were not the mass suppliers of it. You know what I'm saying? They were people that was just trying to make some money. And in no way am I justifying selling drugs or whatever the case may be. I'm not justifying that, but I do feel like cruel and unusual and harsh punishments was handed out to a lot of young men of color and a lot of poor whites. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people who fell under the line of, classism. You know what I'm saying? And then when the tables turned and Hunter Biden got caught with the crack cocaine on camera, it was enough of it to get him charged federally. Why was he not charged federally? Why was y'all so understanding to him, but y'all wasn't understanding to, nobody else, son, that wasn't, hurting nobody or nothing like that, was just trying to provide for themselves, for their family, or whatever the case may be, or just doing what it is that they know because that's what they was taught. Y'all threw them in jail and threw the book away.
They didn't redact the file. Well, they wanted to redact the file.
Committee pushing for transparency and accountability of the elite with the Epstein issue. What does the Clintons no-show say to you?
What do the Clintons not showing? Well, it's very unfortunate. I mean, this is something if you go back to that committee hearing when it was voted on in a bipartisan manner, there were several names that were agreed to subpoena. Obviously, Bill Barr. Listen, you need
the record's public. You can take a look at it. Just
all right. All right. Look, I just want to note for the people that are watching this live that there's a paid disruptor here that's acting very badly. I don't know where security is, but look, there's something. Just listen. I can't answer questions with this guy, which is what you want.
Let's just disregard. Answer this guy's question.
No, I'm not answering this question. So, one more question for anybody up here. Yes, go ahead.
And by the way, these guys look like they got meat masks on. Like they might be fucking lizards under there, allegedly.
I think that's something we can talk about. But you remember Hunter Biden said that, and he never did show. So I think that the Democrats are trying to stall, hoping that something else will happen. They were wanting to turn the attention off of the Clintons, which I think is very unfortunate because a week ago,
and by the way,
on the oversight.
But anyway, yeah, moving along from the Clintons. Shit. I hope they throw the book at their ass, man. I mean, not throw the book at them. Give them 2 years apiece, man. Fuck it. 2 years apiece just to let them know how I feel, man, what they did. Because, that mass incarceration shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I've been anti. And you know what? I used to like the Clintons too, but when I found out all that shit just turned me off from them. Like, man, fuck the Clintons. Well, I don't want to say fuck the Clintons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say that because it ain't no hate against the Clintons or nobody else being promoted on this channel. But what I am saying is I just was turned off from the Clintons, man. They used to call Bill Clinton the first black president. Remember that? They used to call Bill Clinton the first black president. But he was behind mass incarceration. And it was crazy. Once I found that out, man, I was anti-Clintons. And then, I started hearing other things about the Clintons, man, it was just like, man. But whatever. Moving along from that, let's get into this Dre OG content. The God of the Sun.
If you've been following me, you know this shit is deeper than the war we see right now. Let's talk about it. Peace and divine love to all the guys and goddesses, all high vibrational, beautiful souls.
The Son of God. Let me correct that. The Son of God.
Spirit. What's up? So today we'll be talking about the Son of God, man. Let's dive in. For the last 3 to 4 years,
his name cut off, but his name is Conscious Red 24, y'all. Conscious Red .24. Follow.
I've been telling y'all to get prepared for the return of the Son of God. I told y'all the Christ y'all was looking for was the Christ consciousness. I told y'all that the sun was going to be heating up and letting out massive solar flares. That'll be activating our DNA and our Christ consciousness. I told y'all that the elites, our oppressors, knew about this shit. They knew this time was coming. So they tried opening up portals, building bunkers, and etc. to hide from us and the sun. I've been telling y'all to get prepared mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Telling y'all that this is the end game. That's what Game 7 of the NBA Finals represent. The Thunder representing the guys and the goddesses, and the Pacers representing our oppressors. That's what the blue and the yellow stands for. I've been telling y'all that the real World War III was going to be the elites, the wicked versus the chosen. The shit y'all see right here is all a distraction. They trying to take each other out because they know something bigger is coming. You understand, they is scared right now, man. They is panicking. Let those with a clear vision see. I love, value, appreciate, and adore every single last one of y'all. Ground, sun gates, detox, methane, fast, eyes, everything. Peace, family.
Eventually, all life on Earth will be destroyed by the sun. The sun is gradually expanding, and so we do, at some point, need to be...
This nigga's a goddamn reptilian, but he's a what they call him, he's an autistic reptilian. That's what I think Elon Musk is. A genius. He's as smart as a motherfucker because, you know, them autistic people are geniuses on the low. So he's like an autistic reptilian playing like he's human. He got some shit up his sleeve. We need to watch this guy.
A multi-planet civilization because Earth will be incinerated.
Never be able to zoom into the sun this close. Because it costs about 40,000.
That's why they banned that microscope.
This is not AI.
No.
This is the sun.
Correct.
Now, some will call it solar flares.
Now let's just stop his voice right there. It's no such thing as a solar flare. What you be looking at is souls. Sun is a portal. And I've been telling my followers, my supporters, this for a long ass time. If you see that, them are souls entering in and leaving out. As you can see, it's built like an organism. Correct? And you look into the details, you will see that it's more to this sun. And it's not spinning as what they will tell you. The same thing what they tell you about the fucking earth, which the earth is not flat or it's not round. It's actually built as an egg shape. Also, it is wars between the sun and the moon. So whenever the sun is out, this is what's going on around the sun. You have souls that's sitting back battling against unwanted souls that was not created by the creations, which are the Lumineers. You see that? You see that? Everything that they taught you when they told you, it always been a lie. So whenever I tell you that the planet is an eggish shape, it most definitely is. So whenever souls are getting pushed out and then it reverberates into a woman's body, then what do you see?
Now the planet is an egg shape. I mean, that makes sense. I never thought that the egg, I never thought that the earth was flat at all. I was taught that the earth was round, right? And I'm not even talking about from school, that's what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught. He taught the earth was round. Farrakhan say the earth was round. I don't know what he say now, but I know at one point the earth was round. You know what I'm saying? The earth had a weight, I think was 6 sextillion tons the earth weighed. Supposedly. You know what I mean? This was never proven to me as a fact, but, you know, people go through times of their life where they need to believe in something. And I was studying shit to figure out what I believe. And along my studies, You know, this is information that I came across. So the Earth was round. The Earth spin at a terrific speed or something. I forgot that, but I could look that up. And I remember it weighed 6 sextillion tons, and the sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth. This is what I was taught. You know what I'm saying? Now the Earth is an egg shape. We don't know what the fuck going on, man. I think it all goes back to having knowledge of self. The more you know of yourself, the more you know about everything around you. That's what I do believe. I do believe that we are a microcosm inside of a macrocosm, meaning that everything that's going on in the cosmos, we are a smaller version of that, which is going on in us. So I'm saying, like, I feel like it might be a whole universe and world within us. Now, I mean, it might be shit going on in here, like, you know, just like we going through shit in the world. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that we are a microcosm inside of a macrocosm. But before I drag on, let's get into the content.
You see a orb going into the woman's body, which is the egg. And whenever they say solar flare, think about the root word, soul, because of this exactly what the fuck going on. And the reason why that it heats up the planet Earth is because of the souls and so much energy. The energy and the energy connections. Whenever people come out and say, oh, it's a spiritual war, of course it is. Most definitely it's around the motherfucking sun. Now, another day, another part, we're going to get around to what the fuck going on with the moon. It's over a zillion souls that's been collected and still stuck and cannot move through the goddamn sun portal. And to this day right now. That is the reason why it's getting hotter and hotter and the sun getting bigger. It's because it's a lot of unwanted souls. A lot of people have spirits, but not souls. Melanated people are the chosen one. See, we came through the darkness, which is that what we was built. That's the reason why our melanin came, and then it created light, which is the sun. Sun do what? Give us energy. Also help build up what? The melanin that's inside our body. And it is not called melanin. Because if you're a 9-ether being, then how the fuck you even get 9? You are a melanin being. You have 36 hours before the soul leave the body. But if you got EMF frequencies and transverses and such on that's around the area, it will stop your soul from going to the soul portal, which is the sun portal. That's what creates solar flare. Pay attention.
Will never be able to. Some of us can remember. I've seen other people have these stories too on the internet where they see where they're going before they're incarnated. And I think when you come out as a physical baby, that gets wiped with many of the methods.
Said they could do that. Terrence Howard said, you know, the actor Terrence Howard that played in Hustle and Flow. He played in the TV show Empire. He played in a lot of movies. Terrence Howard, a big actor, but supposedly he said he remembers being in his mother's stomach while she was pregnant with him. He remembered himself before he was here on this plane of things made manifest. Before he came through his mom's womb, he remembers.
Medical practices that they use, along with getting injections and stuff like that into your body that compromises your cells. But I say this, that's why some people can remember, because some people aren't vaxxed like others. And they can remember choosing their parents. They can remember making choices. Let me know in the comments down below if that's you. Do you remember picking? That's because your energy. You can't be created or destroyed. You were already here. You just picked where you wanted to go, and you incarnated into a physical body. With all of those souls, you got to get the psychology behind it. If you got to think, there's not enough physical bodies on this planet. So what are you going to incarnate in? Where are you going to be next? I know me. If I had to choose, I'm up there on the sun. I'm not going to be no grass, because you're not going to cut me every goddamn week. I'm not going to be no goddamn cat. I'm not going to be no dog. Y'all be putting clothes on the dogs and doing weird shit to the dogs. And definitely I don't want to be a dog and then I get shipped to Korea or something like that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be a cow because I don't want to feed you niggas. I don't want to be no chickens because Y'all know what we do to chicken on this planet. It's just not too many options. So I would decide to stay my ass on the sun too. I'm not going nowhere. So these niggas so I can reincarnate and they can eat me, nigga. Like there is not enough human bodies. No, but let's get back to it. I'm sorry.
Man, why don't you go to another planet? If we could go all around the cosmos, you ain't got to come back to Earth as nothing else. Or if there ain't enough bodies on Earth, it's somewhere. Go to another planet.
Are you?
I ain't ready for that conversation though.
And this next video is for entertainment purposes only. It is based on factual events. This is for entertainment purposes only, TikTok. Entertainment only.
These humans are at war with the Creator right in our faces. And we seem to believe that it's just NASA or Elon Musk launching rockets. Now, let's talk about this crazy shit. You all remember
Elon Musk though that the powers that be are letting this nigga launch rockets. This nigga be launching rockets like he could just do that. I mean, he could do it. He be doing it. Who else you know that ain't NASA that done launched rockets in the motherfucking sky other than Elon Musk? And that nigga came out of nowhere. Like, we just figured out who Elon Musk was within the past, 10, 15 years? Probably 20 years time. I didn't know who the fuck this nigga was. You know what I'm saying? And everybody been talking about this Elon Musk guy within the past, I'll give it 15 years tops. And this nigga launching rockets and all types of shit.
Remember that major eclipse when everything changed after? It seemed like the sun changed and we got that artificial sun. You guys remember the sun simulator? Of course you do. But do you remember that during that eclipse, NASA launched rockets at the eclipse shadow? And those rockets were named APEPs. Do you know what APEP or who APEP is? Let me show you. Now, it says here, NASA's atmospheric perturbations around eclipse path, APEP, all right, which was named for the Egyptian god of darkness and enemy of the sun.
Guys, did this person just possibly catch the sun simulator on camera? All right, so it's this TikToker named As of Tomorrow. If you go to his page, he has a lot of videos.
Yeah, this JOG, man, the OG in this space. Yeah. That nigga almost had 1 million followers, man, and I'm trying to be like this guy when I grow up. So y'all go follow JOG. Y'all don't, know what I'm saying? Great content all the time. Very inspiring. And let's get into something else. So in hip-hop news, man, you still got the older guys beefing and shit. You still got the Cam'rons and the Jim Jones and the Dame Dash situation going on. Them niggas got like a triangle beef going on right now. Like all three of them niggas is going back and forth type shit. And seem like everybody here for it. So let's jump in and talk with FLE, man, see what he got going on. See if he gonna address what Jim Jones said about him, last.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Talk with FLE. The year has been starting off really, really great for me, man. I just want to tell everybody thank you for being patient. Us in Revolt was off for a few weeks. Last show was great. I wasn't in the studio. I actually wasn't in my studio, which I'm in now. I was on location in Miami. That was really good. I just want to tell the whole audience and everybody who fucks with us, thank you so much. Larry, it's been chilly in a lot of studios lately, so I got pardon me if I got my hat, my coat on. I was just making sure they had the temperature right in this joint.
Yeah.
To make sure.
That was a Jomo shot right there, in case that went over your head, because they saying that ain't no heat in his studio. Niggas in there cold and all that shit. Lights going out and all that. But, Jim saying it's under construction. What y'all think going on, man? Or what y'all know going on, man? Jump in the comment section. Oh, yeah, and if you got this far in the video, man, like, share, subscribe. Let's vibe. Come on, man. You already know you fuck with the kid. I know you like my style. And you like how I break it down.
I just wanted to make sure I was warm enough.
I was wondering why you were so
Yeah, no. I don't know what games people playing out here, but the heat been going off in a few joints, so I was making sure I was going to be warm enough when I got in here today. That smoke in the background right here, that's not from coldness. That's being on fire. You can see it. You know, sometimes when you talk, you can see the smoke coming out your mouth when you inside. Pause. So I just wanted to make sure the temperature was good, but the temperature is good here. Everything is good, man. So I want to start off today's show with a couple things. Last week I said a couple things that I'm not going to deal with, and I didn't finish my list. And I'm not going to finish it every show. I'm just going to say a few things per episode. And last week I said a few things. If you didn't see what I said to start off the new year last week, make sure you go to YouTube Revolt channel and see last week's episode. But I'm going to start this week off and telling people more things. This week, I'm starting off with this. Do not call me and tell me you got an emergency when we don't even know the same people that have an emergency. I don't know you like that for you to tell me you got an emergency. You're going to be like, yo, man, it's an emergency. Nigga, I don't know your last name. I don't know you like that. You don't know my family. I don't know your family, nigga. We bump into. Don't hit me with you got an emergency when we ain't emergency friends. We don't have an emergency relationship. Yo, it's important. We don't got that. We got when I pick up the phone, I pick up the phone. When you pick up the phone, you pick up the phone. We said, you know where this shit got confused at? When niggas started sending each other, not just niggas, but sending females and friends in general, memes, DMs, they think your relationship grew. You see something funny? Yo, let me send this to this nigga. Let me send this to this bitch. This is funny. And now they feel that they could tell you, yo, hit me back. It's important. No, it's not. Yo, I don't have an important relationship with you. I don't have an emergency relationship with you. Don't call me and say it's emergency. We don't even know the same people to have an emergency. So I want to lay it ain't no fucking emergency. I talk to you when I talk to you. We do not know each other that well for you to tell me that you had an emergency. I want to start by saying that. Secondly,
well, that's where we gonna end it, man. We ain't even got to say no more. That was a jewel within itself, man. And some news you could use. You already know, man. Geekin News Network. Tap in. Till next time. I'm out of here.
Let's get straight to it.
I can hear my mama now. Go on, baby, pop your shit.
I can hear my mama now. Go on, baby, pop your shit. I can hear my brother right now. Fuck them, nigga, talk that shit. Old gossiping ass niggas, what y'all out here gossiping about today? Since y'all love pocket watching, nigga, I did a 200 ball today.